So for all of you out there who want to push the agenda of we got, everybody else hates us, and hold each other to you know what, this is a story of what happens when keeping it Wakanda goes wrong. And I don't want to demean the dead and trying to make this sort of a lighthearted story because it really isn't. But as far as this is concerned, this should go to show you what will be the standard if we decided to follow in the steps of the Ho-Ho-Teps, Pro-Wax, ADOS, FBAs, whatever they want to call themselves this week, and anyone else who wants to preach this self-separation stuff for everyone who looks the same and has a particular percentage of melanin in them. And yes, I'm going to say it right now, I really don't care too much about this story, save for one reason, which I will elaborate on later. But yes, as you can all guess, this is for views, this is for clicks, nothing more, nothing less. That's what everyone else is doing this for. I'm just the only one who's going to admit it. But I do give my condolences to the individual who was killed, all just because he cut in line for the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Yes, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. That's what this is all about. Freaking Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I know everybody else has been doing stories on this, and I'm going to do my story on this in order to get the... Anyway. Police released photos of suspect in deadly Popeye stabbing in Maryland. I think everyone knows the story by now, but I'm just going to read the updated story. Police in Prince George's County, Maryland have released photos of a man suspected of fatally stabbing another customer who was cutting in line for one of Popeye's popular chicken sandwich Monday evening. The photos, which were taken from restaurant surveillance camera footage, show the suspect as well as a woman who was seen with him, a daggle who was seen with him, She is wanted for questioning. Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stalinsky called the stabbing a pointless crime and pleaded with anyone who recognized the two to contact police. So apparently, this Pookie wasn't alone in his crimes. Of course, yeah, let me speak on this later. I'll speak on this in a bit. What bothers me about this is that there are families and children in this restaurant as this is unfolding, Stalinsky said, and they've been exposed to this now as well. This is pointless, this is disrespectful, and this is... Okay, cool. The man who was stabbed was identified as 28-year-old Kevin Tyrell Davis. Rest in peace to him. Stalinsky said Davis entered the Popeyes on Livingston Road in Oxon Hill, Maryland about 7 p.m. Monday, then began methodically cutting in front of the dozens of other people already waiting in line. Oh man. When the man reached the counter, another customer, the man seen in the surveillance camera footage, confronted him. Stalinsky said 15 seconds later, the confrontation spilled out on the sidewalk in front of the store and the man stabbed Davis. He was rushed to the hospital where he died. Stalinsky said the man suspected in stabbing and the woman who was with him may also have 2 young children with them. Ooh. The man and the woman fled the restaurant in the vehicle. The question my detectives have to answer is, how does a confrontation lead to a homicide in 15 seconds, Stalinsky said. I know this story has gone far beyond the borders of my home, and people are asking how can something so pointless occur. The stabbing came the day after Popeyes resumed selling its popular chicken sandwich. The new menu item was a sensation, we all know. Yeah, okay. Alright, at this point, everyone has called this out, that something like this would occur eventually. And as I said, it's a shame for the individual who died. Our condolences go out to him. However, we have to look at this for what it is. For starters, we all know what time it is. You had Pookie who was so desperate in order to fulfill the stereotype of going brazen over chicken sandwiches or chicken in general that he ended up killing his own brother. He ended up killing his own people. And of course, for everyone who says, well, it isn't just Pookie who gets the women. No. I know this place all too well. And of course, this Pookie had to have a daggle right beside him. Because, in the community, it always seems like the warrior class. I guess why they call them the warrior class now. Because they're the only ones who tend to get women. They're the ones who get the most women. And with the surveillance footage, people are going to say this daggle looks like in the 82 octane. This is the 82 octane that I put into my lawnmower and barrel roll with it. Look, the point is this. If you're a thug in the community, you will never go without whether it's a chicken sandwich or a scraggle-daggle. You will be secure. The community will always protect its warrior class. Second, I'm not surprised this happened, and it's a damn shame that Kevin Tyrell Davis, who, yeah, you know what, I may have crossed paths with him at one point, considering where this took place. But it's a shame that he lost his life this way. He's a few years younger than me, and we grew up in the same area, more likely than not. But here is where I have to cook the pro-waxing separatists. This took place in the so-called suburb, the dream suburb that everyone in the community would tell you that they need. If we just had our own land, if we just had our own Wakanda in America, with what the white folks had, with the suburbs and the picket fences and the 3.6 kids, and this took place in Prince George's County, Maryland. Which, if all of you who don't know what PG County is, it's basically a suburban county east of Washington, D.C. that has a majority black population and is known for having the highest income with a majority black populace. And on the surface of it, it looks pristine, peaceful, and in some cases affluent. Which, to be honest, the more east you go, particularly outside the Beltway, the more affluent it gets, and the more safe it is. And to be fair, this took place in Oxon Hill, which is inside the Beltway. So there is that Beltway divide, which people outside of the Beltway will tell you that's the case, and it's the reason why they live on that side of the Beltway. But as far as this is concerned, Prince George's County, Maryland is one of the places that is as close as you can get to a Wakanda in America. It is one of the places where black people run the show. And I know you have some individuals who would say, well, it may be a black county, but there's still some good old boys who run it. And some people say, well, it may be a majority black county, but it's still a white supremacist state and country. So it's still under America, so we're still under bondage, even though we got our own place with our own McMansions and our own Daggle and Day-Day trinkets. I don't want to hear the excuses. You all, I'm saying you all, you Negroes, have a place where you can build your own Wakanda. And the reason why I say you all is because you all, you Negroes, deem people like me to be too lame and swagless to be considered a part of your own. Except when you need something, of course, yeah. And this, Prince George's County, Maryland, isn't the only place where blacks have an ample amount of land with some sort of wealth. Look at DeKalb County, Georgia. Look at the southern suburbs of Dallas. Hell, look at places that blacks had in the past, like parts of Los Angeles, parts of Oakland. The black wealth is or was there. However, a lot of it was squandered for whatever reason. Whether it was all siphoned by the welfare state, which a lot of you won't even, you won't even blame the welfare state for the downfall of a lot of black wealth, which you all will be right about that. That would be a legitimate reason. But no, let's not touch it. Let's not touch that welfare state. Oh, let's not go there. Oh, we can't admit that the welfare state and the rise of the Shaniqua and the Pookie and the Bebe Kid. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, no, absolutely not. You all blame all sorts of other things. What happened to the wealth, huh? Did it all get siphoned away through freaking tricking? It might have. With all those 90s R&B simp songs that came out, I'm assuming a lot of that went away through tricking. Well, now it's all being tricked in the strip club, so you all are just cutting the dates and go to the strip club. Hell, some of you mediocre Negroes are just cutting the strip club entirely, and you're just going to YouTube videos where a bunch of daggles are just talking trash. They aren't even looking nice. At least back 2 years ago, you had some unicorns in the skies having their cans fill up half their screen, talking about what we need to do as a community right after getting pumped and dumped by bottom shelf brats. You'll trick on them. Back in 2017, at least now, it's just a bunch of daggles who don't even show their face talking about that man, my point. Man, you're the lame, you're gone, and you all still trick. You all still tricking these channels. Alongside that, with incidents like this to happen in a place like PG County, Maryland, for PG County, Maryland to be the first place where Popeyes chicken sandwich murder occurs really just goes to show you what happened when you have mediocre Negroes, one, outbreed hard-working triple-digit IQ blacks, and two, take over a particular place as the undisputed rulers. Thinking black people, especially thinking black men, do not dictate how PG County goes. At best, you may have mediocre Negroes who may have triple-digit IQs, but are so whooped that they basically bow to the gynocracy at every given opportunity. And the reason why I can speak about this in detail is because I had to deal with this specific place for a good amount of years of my life. And I will tell you, this does not surprise me one bit that an incident like this, a Popeyes chicken sandwich stabbing, which led to a life being taken, would happen in this county. I'm not surprised. You can be pissed, but don't be surprised. And as far as you pro-wax want to say, you need to separate and go back to our communities and just BP1, you BP1, you stick where you come, stick it on the line. Everybody's traveling up. The white people are traveling up, and the brown people are traveling up. There's no black and brown coalition because I can't get some brown tail and I can make up stories about how a black guy got ran over in freaking Borderlands 3 by a bunch of Mexicans because he was paired up with the daughter. The black male coalition. They aren't bowing on me. They didn't kiss my ring. And the yellow people, oh shoot, most of them, they love the WM. Most AWs love the WM. Which, depending on where you are, yeah, it might be true. But yeah, man, they hate us too. They hate it. We need self-separate. I ain't coming out there. Man, no, I'm Boston. No, I'm Boston. Don't be going out to the freaking suburbs where everyone else lives in peace, except for your ADOS ass. You need to stay in the community and take care of Shaniqua and the baby's kids, and even now, you need to take care of your mama too. That's what you need to do. It's community time. That's our duty. You didn't know? You don't rest. I ain't saying the rest. You gotta pay me to sing the rest. Just like I gotta pay the pro wax to tell me that I was broke. I was broke, I tell you. I was so broke that I bought 100 chicken sandwiches, Popeyes chicken sandwiches, to resell to my people at jacked up price. But I'm still getting back to the community, and it is black business because black dollars still sitting in the community. It's being rotated, just like the pro-blacks told me to do. Yes, master. I ain't gonna look at that Becky. No. I ain't gonna move out no suburbs. I ain't gonna do my brother did and marry no Becky nor Mainland or Rosalind and move upper income suburbs. Man, he's cool. He's a coon. I won't tell him that during Thanksgiving dinner, but online, I'll cook him on the internet and online. I won't mention his name. I won't even do my Manson in there. Went out to the upside part of town and married the Woe Vickies or Dove Martinez, Chola, and freaking set his ass right. I don't care if they're gentrifying the neighborhood and he's gone legit with a chop shop. That ain't our code. Looks like you don't need to be doing a bunch of non-Negroes to get caught up in the crossfire. Especially when you're going after... Let me stop. Let's let me stop. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.